Hi, welcome to Magic Mondays. I'm Mark Pocan. This episode of Magic Monday marks 1 year of doing Magic Mondays. That's 52 weeks. Hope you've been following it, enjoying it. We're going to have a little reel of some of the highlights coming up in just a second. But before we do that, we are going to have a contest to win a magic book. This is a magic book called Big Magic for Little Hands. It's a children's magic book by Joshua J., who's one of my favorite magicians, and I bought this at the bookstore in Spring Green, Wisconsin. We're going to give this away, and we're asking you to, the email right now that you're seeing on the screen, if you send your contact information to this email, we are going to take submissions for the next week. So starting today for the next week, and we will draw one randomly, and someone, some young person will get a chance to get a magic book and learn a little bit more about magic. That's all for now. Watch the clips, see some of the highlights of last year, and looking forward to year 2. Thanks for watching Magic Mondays. I've been asked by people, if you can print playing cards, can't you print something a little more useful? And, well, I can, and I'm going to show you that today. This is actually a very old magician's printing machine, and I have a little piece of paper here, and the way it works is I just take this piece of paper, give it a little magic gesture, and as you can see, I'm just going to turn this right inside, and of course it will print a nice clean dollar bill, which is very convenient. Although these days people might say, well, it's nice you printed a dollar, but can you print anything a little more substantial? And the answer is yes. I just have to tweak my magic a little bit, and in that case I just can put this right through, and as you can see, it becomes, well, this time, much more substantial $20 bill. People know what's going on in Washington out of what they read in a newspaper, what they see in a minute-and-a-half newscast on TV, what they hear on the radio, or read in a magazine. It's all very limited. But what they really want to know is what actually goes on in Washington. Not just pieces of what's going on, but in the totality, what is really happening in Washington, D.C.? What's my day like? What's a committee like? What's it like when we vote on things in Congress? Is it just the little snippets they get? Or is it something more full and complex than what they see? So when I get home, I try to have in-depth conversations with constituents so they can really understand what is happening and what isn't happening in Washington, D.C. It's not just those little snippets, those little pieces. It's actually a much bigger picture, and my job is to let people see that big picture. What I have are 4 queens we're going to do this trick with. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 queens, and what we're going to do is I'm just going to take the queens, and just like that, I'm going to make one of them flip right over. So the queen of spades is just flipped right over. Try that again, give it a little shake, and this time I've got the queen of clubs flipping right over. Let me try that again, give it a little shake, and this time the queen of diamonds flips right over, and finally the last shake, and sure enough the queen of hearts flips right over. Now what's more interesting about this trick isn't so much that they flip over, but do you remember what color the backs were? If you said red, well, I'm sorry, but you're wrong, because actually they're all blue. Now, even that's not true, because in reality, people ask, how do you do that? Well, this is done like a lot of magic tricks. The bottom line is it's really done all with mirrors, each and every single card. I have in my wallet a couple of bills. I've got a couple of bills here. I've got a single, I believe, and a 20. Yep, and we're going to use those in just a second. So I've got a $1 bill, all right, and I've got a $20 bill. And we're going to use that in just a second. What I'm going to do is just take this $1 bill, I'm going to fold it into eighths, kind of. I'm going to put that down on the table. And I'm going to do the exact same thing with the 20. I'm just going to fold it into eighths. And we're just going to grab this 1 and put it right on the 20 here. And what I'd like you to do, Gretchen, if you could extend your left hand for me. All right, perfect, I appreciate that. I'm just going to put that right in your hand, hold it just like that. Now, how much money do you have in your hand?
$21.
$21, all right. I'm going to take out one of the bills. If I can sneak in by your pinky, I don't want to break anything, but I just want to grab out. There we go, okay? Now, I've taken out one of the bills. I've taken out the 1, and that means you have?
$20.
The $20, all right? Okay, watch this real close. We'll test your observations, okay? You ready? Well, look, your eyes are just following everything exactly. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What? Wait,
What?
it's now a $20 bill that I have in my hand. If I have the 20 in my hand, that means you must have, what do you have in your hand, Gretchen? I'm gonna open that up.
Wow.
You've got the one. See, that's observation.